is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm at BXR in London today. I'm lucky enough joined by Ashley Theophane. How are you doing, Ashley?
I'm doing great.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Badu.
Yes.
Badu Jack's on a UK tour.
Yes.
Let's talk about the Badu Jack Foundation, what he's doing with refugees.
Yeah.
Sort of tell the IFL viewers a bit about that, really.
No, I think what he's doing is great. He's been on a tour, and he's just trying to give back, which is what I think most guys, if you get to a certain thing, like, you know, if you made some money and stuff, you should give back. Because there's so much going on around the world with kids that's in need. He's doing a great job, like, right now. And he's a great champ as well, so he's a great man, and he's just trying to help out, you know, the guys who have less than us.
Yeah, are you getting involved with that as well?
He hasn't asked me yet, you know, he hasn't asked me, but he's just started it now, so that's what I'm saying. He's just launched it, and he's just trying to get the word out, you know, that they need help or they need this and that. So I've just always been very proud of him, you know. He's come a very long way.
I'm sure once he's finally done with his career, he's going to even focus on that sort of stuff more.
Yeah.
Are you the same?
Oh yeah, well, like for me, I'm from here. So for me, it's all about like the knife crime that's going on now. It's very sad to see a lot of these young kids, you know, like they're dying. So for me, I want to open up my own gym and to try to get kids off the street, you know, to box. That's why a lot of them use knives, because they don't know how to fight. And I think that's what needs to be done. Like, more gyms, they need to be open, and that's why I want to have my own like boxing gym to help to get kids off the street, so we can try to, you know, to fight this knife crime.
Yeah. Did you see what Tyson Fury said on the
he
subject?
basically saying
He nailed
the
it,
same
didn't he?
thing. Like,
Yeah.
back in the day, you didn't really see this knife crime
No.
thing the way it is now. And that's because a lot of these kids, they don't know how to fight, they get scared, they have a knife as protection. Like, back in my day, if we were kids, we would just have a fist fight and it'd be over. You'd be friends the next day, it's over. So, but these kids, they don't know how to fight, they've never fought, and I think with schools as well, they've stopped that. Schools, they used to be able to, I know, like back in the day, you used to be able to have like boxing in schools, and they've stopped that as well. So I think that boxing,
Just any combat sport, really. in
yes,
schools, yeah.
it needs, because it builds confidence. They don't understand, a lot of boxers don't go around hitting folks, because they know what they can do. Then a lot of boxers are calm. So I think they need to push the sport out. I think the sport, it gets a bad rep, but look what it's changed a lot of guys' lives who would have done otherwise. You hear so many times that boxers say, it saved my life, because if I wasn't doing this, I would be like doing some other thing. So I think that boxing is a great sport, and it's just helped save so many lives. And, you know, great, just like my friend, he's trying to give back, and with me, I'm trying to, you know, to help my community, and, you know, that's what I want to do. So me, I want to have my own gym. So that's my goal.
Good stuff. Before we come on to Badu Jack
Yeah.
and talk about what's going on in boxing,
Yeah.
what's happening with you? You've been active, haven't you?
Yeah, I've had like 3 fights in the last, I don't know, 8 months or so. I'm just on like my little mini world tour. You know, I'm coming to the end of my career, so I like to go around the world, and I'm just trying to fight around the world. So that's what I've been doing, just to go in on little shows just around the world, staying active before I like stop boxing.
What's next for you then?
I'm
Fight-wise?
gonna go to Accra, Ghana. So that's the next one, Accra, Ghana, and yeah, I've never been to Africa, so I'll be over there for a week, the end of next month, and yeah, I got a 12-rounder over there. So I got a 12-rounder over there, and yeah, so it's just like a tour. You get to see the world, see different fans, and yeah. You know, because a lot of like boxers, they want to be, if they want to stay in America or stay in the UK, I've always done stuff what other boxers like they wouldn't do. You know, I went over to America for years, I trained in America for years. Now you're starting to see a lot of British boxers like do it. But I was one of like the first who went over there and made that jump. So I just like doing like different stuff. You know, I've been trying to get some fights here, but it hasn't happened. So if it hasn't happened, like the sports are worldwide sports, I just fight all over the world.
Fair enough.
You know.
Yeah, let's talk about your mate Badu Jack.
Yeah.
Obviously, 2-weight world champion. last time out against Adonis Stevenson, a lot of
Yes.
people he fought.
Yes.
He won the fight. It was a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what he's doing next? He's going to fight Alvarez, who's just beating Kovalev. Is that the plan?
You know what? I was speaking to him. He really doesn't care. That's what I like about him. We was just having a chat, and he basically was saying that he doesn't care who he fights. He just wants to fight just anyone. He wants to fight a champ. He wants to be a champ again. So that's why I think he is the only world champ, even though he's not world champ now, who has fought. He fought 6 world champions back to back. If you look, his last 6 fights have been against world champions. So that just shows the kind of like man he is. And I'm surprised that you never hear his name in the top 10 of the pound for pound.
He's got to be close though, surely.
I think
He's top 10 in your opinion?
I think you could put him 9, 10. He's definitely there. If you look at his last 6 guys he fought, and you look at the guys in the pound for pound, them guys, even the guys they haven't fought, haven't been like world champs back to back to back. That's what he's been going.
You've got Stevenson, DeGale,
Cleverly, George Groves,
Dirrell, Bute,
Yeah.
all of the names. So
Yeah.
boxed everyone.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
I mean, he
who
wanted
fights.
Kovalev, but obviously he just lost, so killed that fight a bit.
Yeah. So, but that's what I'm saying. He doesn't mind. He's not home. He goes wherever to fight. So he's like a warrior, man. So it's a shame. It's a shame. I think he gets the props that he deserves over here because he's beaten or he's fought 3 Brits.
Yeah.
But I think around the world in boxing, he doesn't get the respect he
Demands.
Yeah, because he's a great fighter. That's why, even though he's my friend, so I'm biased, he's one of my favorites to watch. I like the way he grinds down the guys, you know. He's got a great coach as well, so I just think they just work well together, you know. And he could have been a 4-time world champ. He's had 2 draws.
Yeah, I know.
So
he gets in a lot of draws.
Yeah, it's a lot of draws, and that's unheard of as well. So you don't know if the judges, they don't like his style. It's weird, but yeah, he's a great man, great fighter. It's great, you know, it's great to see his rise because I've known him now since 2012, and you know, just to see him climb when he lost his fight the first round. And then no one thought he was gonna be world champion. And from when he's been world champion, he's always asked for the hardest fights. He's never tried to get an easy fight. So yeah, he's doing great, and he wants to box for 2 more years or so. So you know, he's doing well, man.
Yeah.
He's doing well.
Yeah, and other news in boxing, obviously Wilder Fury's been announced. No sort of date or venue yet, but it looks like Vegas end of the year. You must be excited about that fight like everyone else.
It is. I'm just surprised. I'm just surprised. I like Tyson. I think if he had just when he had just won the world title, I think he would have won that fight. But I just feel like he needs 2 more fights.
Before Wilder, you think?
Yeah, just 2 more fights.
Do you think it's too early?
I think it's too early, but at the same time, he knows himself. Like a lot of guys saying it's too early, but at the end of the day, there's always guys who think you can't do it, and then he'll go out there. He knows how he feels. He knows in his mind what he can do. So you never know. He might go over there and win. So I hope he wins because he's cool. I fought on 2 of his shows. When I was British champion, he was British champion, and we fought. He was main event, and I was the co-main. So he's a nice guy. I fought on 2 of his shows, so I would like him to win. It's just a hard fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a hard fight.
Yeah.
And you can see why AJ wants him to come over here, because it's just, you would want to put all of the chips on your side, but you got to give the man respect. He's got no fear. So
some people are saying with the whole AJ and Wilder thing, Wilder was ducking, AJ was ducking. What's your sort of opinion on all that?
I just think when you're 2 big names, negotiations, sometimes I saw it with Floyd and Manny. You know, you got 2 guys who are stars and they are used to having it their way. Then you got to negotiate and it's things. So sometimes these fights are not gonna go straight forward. You want it then, it's not gonna happen then. So they're both gonna get better with time goes on. They're both gonna get better. The fight's gonna get larger and larger. So it's a great fight. So it's gonna happen. It's just when.
Yeah.
You know, it's just when. So I think it might be next year. Who knows? We have to wait and see. But boxing is just like British boxing.
Amazing.
It's just going great.
I know, we've got Grove Smith coming up.
So you got Grove Smith. I go with Groves there. You know, he's a great fighter. And another thing with Groves I like, that I think he didn't win the world title until his fourth time.
Attempt.
So that's what I'm saying. A lot of guys, they get written off. They say, he don't have what it takes. He didn't listen to none of that. He just went back to the gym. He just went back to the grind. He had a great team around him as well. And he just got the wins, and then it was just about the right time. And then he won, and he seems like he's the man now.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, if Groves does come through that, I think James DeGale's been quite vocal in wanting that rematch.
Okay.
He vacated his IBF title.
Yeah.
What did you make of that?
Yeah, I spoke to him because we was at a same event where we were guests because we're from the same part of town. And he said that there was going to be some big news soon. He said to me, like, just watch this space, going to be some big news. But then I saw he vacated, so I didn't understand that. So, but again, he knows what's going on, and it'll be a great fight again. You know, at the end of the day, I think Groves is on the rise. Groves is hot right now. James is hot and cold. You know what I'm saying? He lost a fight where a lot of folks thought he should never have lost, but. You just, like, sometimes, you know, you just have a bad night at the office, but he had some hard fights as well, so you don't know what it's done if it's, you know, if we've seen the best of him. So, it'll be a hard fight now, but that's what I'm saying. I think for both guys, it'll be a great way to end their careers, like to fight each other.
Definitely a stadium fight, that one.
Yeah, 100%.
Another stadium fight.
Yeah.
People talking about Brook and Khan. I mean, we've been waiting ages for this.
That's been forever.
If it does actually happen, people saying Millennium Stadium, probably December.
Yeah. That was the talk?
That's what. Nothing finalised.
Been thrown
but
out,
yeah.
but been thrown
Hearn wants it December, Millennium Stadium.
Well, I think that's why Hearn signed Khan. Because that would have been part of the terms that you fight.
Brook.
You fight Brook.
It has to happen, really, doesn't it?
See, I've always thought that it won't go there because I think Khan's made enough money. Like, he's content, he's okay, he don't need money. But I don't think he wants to fight. I just think he doesn't like Brook and he doesn't want to give him the opportunity.
Well, there's Pacquiao out there for him still.
Yeah, the Manny fight, and Manny has said that he wants that fight, and I think he would beat Manny. I like Khan. I've always liked Khan. I know Khan gets backlash, but I've liked Khan for when he turned pro. I've just liked to see his rise. He boxed over here, then he went over to like America again. He was one of the first like Brits at the time to go over to like America and base himself out there. So I think like Khan, like the Gals, had a great career, and they don't get like the award or applause that they deserve. So you know, I like the guy as a fighter, and I like Khan as a fighter, and I think that like you got AJ, and everyone loves AJ, but I think what they have done is up there with what AJ is doing now as well. So I think they should be receiving.
Well, DeGale with the Olympics and the world title, first Brit to do that.
Do it. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, and I think with Khan. He was a kid when he went there. He was what, 8 years old or whatever it was. He got like a medal. He was the only one on the team. Then he's turned pro, and he's always wanted to fight the best. He wanted to fight Floyd. He couldn't get the Floyd fight. He went to Canelo. You know,
a lot of them. Yeah.
He's never really ducked no one. So I like Khan, but I just don't believe that the Kell Brook fight.
So when you fancy Brook.
No, it's not about him not fancy. I think he just don't want to give him the opportunity because there's always a chance you could lose. I think it's one of those fights because they've both now been in hard fights. They're both past their prime, and I don't know who would win out of that fight, but there's always a chance that Brook wins. There's always a chance that Khan wins. But I think that Khan's like his career, like everyone he's fought, he could retire. Maybe the fans will think, but it's like with Hatton and Witter. We didn't get that fight, and I wish we got that fight. But I think it's going to be the same way. That it's just that it won't happen. That's what I believe, that it won't happen. I'll be very surprised if it went down.
Just lastly, I just want to get your thoughts on obviously Eddie Hearn has done this DAZN deal, trying to conquer America. What's sort of your thoughts on what Eddie's trying to do in America?
When he did it, I was in America. American fighters, they loved it because they saw what Eddie Hearn done in like England. They saw what he done here.
Yeah.
So they was like, great, he's gonna do it over here. So the American boxers were like, yes. But you have to remember, a lot of them are signed to Al or to Bob. So a lot of the top guys are signed. So he has to try and he either has to do purse bids to win big fights.
That's what's been happening.
Yes. Or sign guys that are like on the loose. Who are loose, you see he's got Jeff. See now, so it's gonna be hard for him, but again, what he's doing, he's already done it for British boxing. Like he's already helped like rise. So what he's doing is good for the sport. And it's good that he's gone over to like America and he's gonna try to do it there. I think it's gonna be hard because I think the promoters out there don't want him to be successful.
Whatever he's saying, everyone's trying to block him.
Because he's an outsider. He's an outsider that he comes over there, yeah, I'm British, I'm over here to take over. American promoters don't want him there. So at the end of the day, it's going to be hard for him to do it. But, you know, he can do it, but it's going to be hard. But what he's doing is good for the sport. From when it's good for the sport, it's just helping the sport to rise. That's what we want. We want the best fights. You know, we want big crowds. That's what we want. So I think what you guys are doing like with him as well, you know what I'm saying, is for you get to interview like the boxers.
It's a cycle. Better fights, more money, it just goes round.
So it helps everyone. So it's just great to see everyone just on a rise. So even though I'm coming to the end of my career, I like to watch like the young guys. I was just chatting with that young guy who's just turned pro. It's always nice to see the stars of tomorrow. Because I've had my time, I've done what I've done. I'm just doing my little tour now, but I've finished. But so it's always nice to see like the next generation, because this is the sport that I watched as a kid and I loved, and as an old man I'll still watch it, and I enjoy seeing these young guys fight and be like the best that they can be. So that's basically it.
Well, it's been good talking boxing with you today, Ashley. Thanks for coming to IFL.
Yes.
And we'll catch you soon, but for now, top man.